Generic greetings and welcome back to Satisfactory, where in the previous episode we were finishing this brand new section of the factory which is solely focused on producing some modular frames, which as you can see we are now producing a fairly decent amount of, so that's got that pretty much sorted. However, we also sent off the space elevator to unlock tier 5 and 6, which we have researched a bit of that, but we're going to go ahead and research a little bit more in a moment. It's going to take another 4 minutes for the pod to come down and then we can sort that out. But yeah, we now have the ability to find oil, and we did do a bit of a scan, and yeah, it's quite a ways away. So the two sources of oil that I'm aware of, one is over there and one is over there-ish. We'll find out when the signal comes back in about 47 seconds. And the thing is, the one over there is very, very mountainous. You go through several different biomes. We go through this one here. We go through like a sort of bluish, really rocky, mushroomy area, and then also another one which is quite colourful as well. Yes, just over there. And then we've got one over here, which I have no idea about that one because I've never scouted it. What I do know is that that one is, as you can see from the top, 2.5 kilometres away, and that one is 2.3. So we're probably going to go for that oil, and that's hopefully what we'll be able to accomplish. But that's not a this episode problem. This episode problem, I'm going to select this milestone here, by the way, which is industrial manufacturing, which gives us some new stuff. But what I want to focus on in this episode is quickwire. At the moment, we don't have a reliable source of this caterium or cerium ore, and that is a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is go over to the power plants up here and grab a load of coal because I want to make a vehicle. I want to start scouting these out. Now there's two sources of this ore. One is over there and one is over there. Now I believe that one there is not mineable because it's got some big rocks on it, but I'll check in but a moment. There's enough coal hopefully for our needs. Let's just crack on and build a vehicle and we'll head off. So there is our vehicle. We'll go in the back. We're going to dump in all of that coal and we will head off. So the first source was over there. So let's have a quick scout out and then we'll scout out over on the right hand side and we'll see which one is mineable. Speaking of that, speaking of mineable, do I have enough for the miners that I need? So on a miner mark 2, which I have, I don't have the steel pipe, so I'm going to do a UE and we'll go back and we'll sort that out because I don't want to get there and then realise that I can't build anything. Also, I probably need a decent source of concrete because we might have to bridge over gaps, so we'll check that out. I'm just going to go up to the other bit of the factory here. We've got sort of 3 wings of the factory really. All in the centre there is tier 1 and 2 for the most part. On this side we've got all of our power generation. Up the top here on this little plateau we've got I guess you could call it tier 3, I think it's 3 and 4, and then over the other side the new bit, that's again tier 3 and 4. So you can see there's a lot of pipe in here, and that means that we should be able to go in there and pick up a lot of pipe, so that's fine. We've got the steel pipe, we've got the cable, we've got the industrial beams. Do I have enough cable? I almost certainly do not. So, oh no, we've got some wires there because we're going to have to come back, but I think more cable is needed. Do we want to pick it up from there or just pick it up from down the bottom of the factory? I think I'll go down there. And then what else do we need apart from that? We need a portable miner, which I think I can build anyway, so I'll build one of those while I'm down here. In terms of transporting it back to the factory, we're probably just going to use belts, quite honestly. It's probably going to be the easiest way of doing things. Let me just go over here and we'll get a portable miner. I could probably produce it off-site, but I'd rather just pick one up now, and then we know that we've got it all sorted. So there's the miner Mark IIs that we need, so that's fine, or a singular one. I don't know if there'll be a need for multiple ones, but we'll check. That is where we've got our wire, so sorry, cables, and that is pretty much sorted. Right, so back onto the vehicle, and we'll go and do a bit of a scout around. Obviously, the blade runners that we have is allowing us to jump a little bit further. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, you can see the milestone is almost finished anyway for the previous one, so that's in 30 seconds going to have a pod coming down, so we might as well go ahead and get all of the resources for that. So we need 300 300 of the cables, and I've got 1, 2, 3 and a bit, so I'm going to pick up some more of that. So it is 1, 2, 3. That's us almost full. We need a total of 50 mortars. I'll go back up top and get those in a second. We need 2,500 of these, of this wire, which we can get, but I can't hold it, which is a problem. And we also need some frames, which we have. And how many do I need there? None of that, right, that's fine. I also need... Alright, so just the mortars, really. So I need this here, which is a problem because, as you can see, I'm now full. What I'll do then is I'll dump some stuff because we just don't need all of that. So sort all for a start, and then we will... Actually, we might be able to get rid of some stuff just by crafting things. So we can... Got biomass leaves here. Apparently not enough space in inventory. Ah, well, of course there isn't. In that case, then, what can I eat? Well, I can eat that. 1, 2, 3. That has makes some space. I'll create biomass leaves and then biofuel, which gets rid of all of that. That's fine. So I've still got some leaves there, but it's not too much of a problem. We've got power shards. I don't need to make modular frames, although we can because we have got the resources, and then that gets some out of my pocket, which is all fine. And to be fair, we're going to use some of those anyway, so it depends what we're going to use up first. The problem is we're going to use up that. That's not too bad. And there we go. And then we can create alternate rotors. We've got spiked rebar there as well, which is something I don't think I've mentioned before. We've unlocked the rebar gun, so we actually have some sort of firearm, I guess you could call it now. And that should be all of the resources that I need for that. So industrial manufacturing. Let's go and dump that in the hub. In the hub? Is it the hub? I always forget the name of this thing. Hub. Craft bench. Hub. Okay, so we need 50 of the frames. There's that done. We need wire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that done. That's completely emptied my pockets of it though. There's the cables, and then finally the mortars, which are up top. So I will go ahead and get that now. Shouldn't take too much effort to get up there because we do have a vertical transportation solution system. Mortars are in this corner here, and we can get... Oh, good grief, look at the amount of mortars that we have. We have loads of mortars, which is fantastic. So that'll be our milestone pretty much sorted. Let's do some... I was going to say ankle braking, but the blade runners allow us to fall from a further height. So we will put the mortars in there, and then we will launch that.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise.
So we now have a couple of new things. We have the truck and we have the big manufacturer. Now the manufacturer requires computers we don't have because we don't have oil. It's always going to be coming back to that though. And we also have a new truck, which is... Oh yeah, we need mortars, we need... Looks like rubber. Yeah, we don't have any of those resources. So it's going to be an oil problem. We knew it was going to be an oil problem from the get-go, but... It's just nice to confirm our findings on that one. Let's just go here. I'm going to dump in some of this stuff that I just don't need. And that'll probably be it fine. I think so. We do need that. We don't need that. And I think with the amount of concrete we have and wire, we should hopefully be able to get where we need to go. There we go. Iron rods. Let's get some of those because we don't have that. Then we're going to be in big trouble, and we do have a nice storage of that there as well. Excellent. Okay, so we can now head off and hopefully get all of this quickwire stuff sorted. So milestone, you can see we've only got tier 6 now. We've got extended infrastructure, we've got jetpack, and we've got the gas mask. I'm going to select the jetpack because why not? But it's requiring stuff that we just can't make. In terms of concrete, we probably... have enough, although you never know. Also, I would need to know if I'm using conveyor belt Mark 3s. We've got enough resources there, but there's something that we don't have because it doesn't tell you that you need it. When you build those, you do need conveyor poles, which, as you can see, requires the plate, and we don't have a surplus of plate until we do now. Take all, and okay, I've got this coal, just 2 bits of coal. Should I just put that in here? I think so. And there we go, and then I can pick up another one, and that should hopefully be all the resources, and I've said this multiple times now, to allow us to go to where we need to go and scan it out, get across to a location if it's in a problematic area, finally build a miner, and then bring everything back. Now, I could realistically head over and place the power poles now and do it walking, but I think a little recce in the vehicle is the way to go, just for speed. Now I'll do a scan later on because I know it's roughly sort of southwestish is where we're heading, and I'm guessing it's right on the coast. So let's just use the suspension on the vehicle, and that's a nice way of saying let's crash off the side of mountains. There's a Mercer there. There's a couple of these in and around the game. They don't do anything, so there's no reason to mess around with them. You can pick them up, and they do have some weird. They do talk to you, but we don't need to do that. Now I think it was up and around here, and there's a power slug, so I'd like to go and get that. But sadly, ooh, that's a cliff edge. Sadly, I don't have any way to get to it, and I think that's what the bits I was on about. So we'll do a scan. I'm fairly confident that's the ore. Yeah, so there's our ore there, but it's got these huge rocks on it, and I don't know of any way to destroy that. If you do know, then by all means let me know. What else can I get rid of that I really don't need? I will scrap those, and I will be able to pick up this slug by landing on slug and then bouncing off and then trying it again. Green power slug, there we go. I'm picking up leaves, and I don't want that. And because I picked up the leaves, it's now full. Come on. There we go, picking up a power slug. There we are. I'm sure we'll find some more slugs as we progress on. So there is... Oh, don't say we're stuck. Arrgh! Okay. It never fails, does it? Right, there we go. A bit an unorthodox method of escaping, I'll grant you, but at least we're well aware now. So that is not a decent site then for us, because I don't think we can scan that. Sorry, we can scan it, but we can't gather those resources. So the other one is over here, following the coast. So we will do just that. We're going to follow the coast and we'll see where it is. So it's 500 meters away. I'm truly hoping that this is not just a cliff edge and goes to nothing, but that's fine. It says it's over there, and I know that goes down, so we need to head up to get some height on this thing. Because I know it's not down there, because there is a little bit that goes around the back, but it's pretty much a dead end. So let's head up. I can also see, I'm sure I can see a slug up there. Yes, there is a slug just on the edge of that, but that's not really my concern at the moment. Yeah, that slug is up there. We might go ahead and grab that just because we're here. Yeah, it's only a little hop, skip and a jump away, so that's fine. We're heading that way anyway. I can't scan while I'm in the vehicle. Speaking of in the vehicle, I've completely got it stuck. Do I leave the vehicle here? No, I think we'll get it unstuck. Oh, have I Austin Powers this? Oh, for... Yeah. Almost Austin Powers that. Like it's stuck in between the... well, it's between the two walls. Right, so it is over there, I think. So what's the best way of going over there? Can I get up here somehow? I might be able to jump on the truck and then jump on here. I can do that. I just need to bring the truck a little bit closer. It would be nice if you upgrade the truck with like one of those bouncy things on the top. Hang on, are we getting shot at? Yes, we are. That's that dealt with. Right, so there, and then up. No, try that again, and up. It's just never gonna. It's gonna always miss, isn't it? Would have thought I could get up there. Or is there just a quicker way around here? There's a quicker way around here. And the slug should be just there, which it is. I'm hoping I can get this slug before that thing shoots me. I can, and then we'll just jump back. And there we are. Right, we'll do our scan, and we'll see if this ore is anywhere near around here. It is. It's over there. Oh, is it on that? Is that on that little island? It is. It's over there. Okay. Well, we need to get over there, don't we? Right. Let's go. So, will foundations 8x2? No, we'll use this one. And then we'll head that away. Now, I could build from that side back over. I think that's probably the way forward. Just because we can then build it up from this side. And that should be okay. Then we'll use rampage. 1, 2, and we'll put a half height in. And then one of those. And there we go. We are across. It's decent. And that's going to blow up, and we're going to get these beasties spawn, which are horrible. But we've taken care of them. And we also get alien carapace, which is useless to us. Oh, so that's a nice way of coming across. Just for the sake of it looking not completely daft, I'm going to put these sort of struts in to make it look fairly okay. There's no mechanical advantage doing that, you understand. So this is the Saterium ore, pure as well. It's a pure resource, so that's good. We'll put a slope in there like so, which is not good enough. Put the steeper slope in, that's better. And let's start gathering the material. So from here we go to production and miner, and we'll spin this around so that basically it's gonna get sent straight off. So from there, and then we will go up and get it sent to the factory. Now obviously there is many ways we could have done this. I've chosen just to basically get it sent direct. We could use cars, but I think in this particular case we're going to be instead using just the straight belts, just straight belting it up. I'm doing this in stages, you understand, just so it doesn't start clipping through, and that's fine. One thing I should have checked, because well, it's of good form to do so, is how much this mines. 240, these do 270, so actually yes, this is the correct belt. So we need to have some power, and we'll connect that up. This is a power line Mark 1, and then we'll put this in and around here. So we'll have this transport on the other side and go up to here, like so. That looks fine to me. And we need to get back to base, and we know that base is over there because we can see the massive pole that goes up there. So we're going to disassemble our vehicle, and we will now use belt Mark 3s, and we'll head back. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll do a bit of a survey of the best course of action. Ooh, that would not have been the best course of action to fall off that. Seems to be like an invisible bit there that you keep hitting. I'll be like a one. What is this, by the way? Copper. It'll be like a one centimeter ledge. So we need to get back over there. We could bring it round there and straight across. That's not too unreasonable. Round there. And then down. Or do I want to, because I'm already up here, send it this way, and then through there, and that way? I think that is the way forward. Yeah, I think that's a better way. Okay, so we'll take some damage. No, we don't. We'll eat some random nuts that we found off a alien plant. We'll sort our inventory, and we will begin. So, from here, it's going to come along, and I'm going to place it as long as possible. There we go. And we'll have it come down through here, but we don't want it to... I don't want to go that way. That was probably a bit better. In fact, yeah, that way is better. Because this goes down too much. Yeah, because we need to be up there. Uh-oh. Fluffy tail hog. Which apparently is not only a massive cause of lag spikes, a frame drop rather. I couldn't hit it at times. So do we go... You know what, I'm just going to go this way. Going down there is just a bad plan, isn't it? Because then you have to get back up there anyway. Okay. So, that way. And maybe onto that. And then straight across. Let's just make a decision and stick with it. I can't go up there. But if we use some stackable poles, no great issue. That's good. Power line will go directly adjacent. Can it be placed on that? No. And we can get up there somehow. Well, the power poles will connect that, so I think... Just a case of doing that. One more. There we go. And it does come up here. Oh, hello. Right, that's taken care of business. So we need to go over there. Okay, so it's across here and then down there. Nice. So that's not too bad. We'll take it to the end here. As far as it will go. And then to here. Some trees and such in the way, but that won't stop anything. Nothing can stop our industrial progress. And now it's the getting down part. It needs to go over there. Okay. I actually will delete that. Because it's not on the far edge. And now it is. Good grief. Sometimes I'm swiping, it's not even hitting it, and sometimes... Oh, good. Oh, really, we're going to go through this? Okay, we have to go through a magic forest, apparently. Let's get all Fern Gully on this and destroy the lot. Is it Fern Gully? I think it is. Oh. We have certainly come a fairly decent ways up. Okay. Power pole from there. As far as we can go. Well, the base is in sight. There it is there. We also have the ability not to put a light on. We also have a fairly big drop. I don't think that'll go down. It's either too steep or too long. Yes, it is both. So from here... Oh, no, 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 no! Careful now. I was going to stand on that and see where that would be. Can we get on top of this? I cannot. So what I'm going to have to do is get a pole stackable. That's lined up-ish. And gradually bring it down. And is that place 2? Yeah, place 2 exact one on top of another. Sorry, not one on top of another. It placed them in one another. So that is possible. And that is possible. Right, okay. The question is also power pole then. Oh, power pole just doesn't give a sausage. Whoa! Right, we're down. Fine, we're down now. And there we go. So that goes to there. There's nothing here that we need, so we'll just bring the belt directly over. And up to there, and then over here. And I think that would be it. I think that is it. So, connect that up to there. That up to there. And then I'm going to head directly over here. Out there. Because remember, this is going to expand out at some point, so we need to make sure that everything is fine on that regard. And we're bringing the resources back. There's no trucks that drive through here, which is good, because otherwise we'd have, well, a lot of insurance claims in our hand. And this is a fairly flat and open area. So remember, that's going to expand out to probably about here, just so I can get another power plant on it. I should really finish that off at some point, but it's going to have all of the coal on there. But remember, we'll get oil as well. So, well, oil, the ability to have oil at some point, and have fuel plants that way. So, yeah. We don't know what's going to change in that regard. So, this is where we could probably craft that wire. So let's have a quick look from our production. It'll be in smelter, I would have guessed. Yes, we have the Satisfactory ingot. And it is taking 60 a minute. So we need 4 of those for ideal throughput. And that'll hopefully be enough. I'm just going to go back along the line just to make sure we've got stuff coming along. I cannot yet see anything. But obviously it is taking probably a while to get to us, but that's where the ore will come down, and it looks like something's coming down, but it's actually just the reflection from the well, we'll call it a moon, but it's it's quite bright. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I can see some ore coming down now. So we now have a decent supply of this Saterium ore, which is useful because we need to create some quick wire. We've got some research I think we can do with quick wire, or have we already done that? I'm not too sure. Either way, there's some research that can be had and some stuff that we can make, namely the power pole Mark IIs, which require that wire. We also have some different things in our plans here that we can use that wire for, so we can create quick wire, which is what we'll be using it for mainly. And then we've also got from here, we've got alternate stator, which requires the Saterium ore and the pipes. So if we wanted to make some more stators, because we are making good rotors, if we want to make alternate stators, then we could do that. And obviously just having a supply of this is of good form. So there we are. That is our ore. Next episode we're going to go ahead and get that smelted, which will be, as I said, in and around here. I'll probably extend this and plan it off first before anything else. And what is that underneath there? Is that a box with something in it? It is. What is in here? It is 6 concrete, which I might as well pick up. And there's also one here, and it's the same thing. Okay, fine. Right, so we'll leave it there. Decent supply, decent little run around. Quite enjoyed that. Next episode, as I said, we're going to go ahead, get all this smelted and making ore and all of that sort of thing, and then making the wires. We'll expand that so we know roughly what we need to, what we expect on the other side, and then after that it is oil. It's basically, that's our sort of sticking point now. I'm just going to double check actually before we knock it on the head. I'm going to place a crafts bench, he says, after not clicking it. I'm just going to see what it requires for getting the, or what is required for the, oh, you can make biomass from alien carapace. Interesting. For, where is it? Computers. Computers require circuit boards, plastic, and screws. Circuit boards, unsurprisingly, require plastic, and plastic is just straight crude oil. So we need, obviously, oil for all of that. For the, where is it? The reinforced. We've got modular frames. We want the heavy modular frames that requires steel pipe, encased industrial beam, and screws. So we can produce that. Yeah, I think we've mentioned this before, but what we'd probably do is bring the current supply of modular frames, which we've just done the new area, and bring that up on another line there. And then we'd have to find another source of another source of iron, which is over there, I think. Yeah, let's bring that up, make some more screws, and then we could assemble those as well. So, far from exhausted yet, so let's just see how we get on. As always, if we have enjoyed the video, thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.